behold, the quote-unquote diet soup. If you put cabbage in it, it's diet soup. Just remember that, ladies and gents. If you put cabbage in it, matters not what else you got going on. If you put cabbage in it, it's diet soup. Okay, so this soup has 1 long green sweet pepper, 2 carrots, 1 large onion, 16 ounces of Portobello mushrooms, 1 14.5 ounce can of Tops no dice tomato, 1 can of Wegmans reduced sodium, 1030 milligrams of sodium in 2 cups, 1 can. So 1 can of chicken broth, 1 can of diced tomato, and then 2 cans of water. It's got oregano, Italian seasoning, about a half teaspoon each, half a teaspoon of sweet basil, a little bit of crushed red pepper, a good jigger of, say about 2 tablespoons of no salt added Worcestershire sauce. If you don't have Worcestershire, you could use soy sauce. It's got about a thumb's worth of ginger grated into it, fresh. And 1 one Yukon Gold potato is in there. And I just kind of did like a little, almost a half of an inch chop. And then 1 micro mini 99-cent cabbage. There is some nutmeg in there, and parsley will be going in. There's also 2 cloves of garlic. There's no salt in any of this, no salt added to the canned diced tomato and reduced sodium. So I've already calculated what's in there by, at the end, I put a pinch of salt in. A pinch of salt is 400 milligrams of sodium. Diced tomato can, no salt added, has 120 milligrams of sodium in the whole thing. And the chicken broth, reduced sodium, Wegmans has 1,030 milligrams of sodium in the whole can. That's everything. The ground beef, I know people say you're supposed to do a teaspoon of salt to a pound of beef. It is a pound of beef. And mushrooms always take up salt, and when you add a potato, you should put salt. I seasoned with a little bit of rosemary. I also have a little bit of paprika in there. So I just adjusted spices. If you ladle this into a bowl and you put cheese on it, you ruin the low sodium. But if you are going to pick a cheese, go for a very little bit of Peccorino Romano. That's about it. That's all I got. A big bowl of vegetable soup cooking. It's 3:28. I started cooking at 2 o'clock. It's almost done. So, big bowl of veggie soup just sounded good. Okay, have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I hope you'll try this recipe. I'll write it down, what I did. It came out really good, and I don't even have the salt in it yet, so you might not need it. You could serve it over rice. You don't have to. It's got potato in it. You could serve it with a little kiwan, or it's already got potato in it. But you could if you really wanted to, but I'm not gonna. All right, I'm gonna munch on my diet soup now. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye-bye.